Hello there, my name is Louis Sheldon and welcome to the Christmas episode of Coffee Time. Today we'll be doing a most Christmassy drink before your very eyes. Now, I know what you're thinking. He looks like he's having a breakdown, he needs some coffee. You're damn right. But secondly, it's been a moment. It's been a hot minute, and for that I can only apologise. I've had a little thing called A-levels going on, but so, without further ado, it's time to coffee time. Bangin', bangin'. So, in today's episode, what will we be making? We are going to be making, in my opinion, the most Christmassy coffee drink. That in no way means healthy. So if you're on a health kick at some point, don't follow along. Also, I don't know if this works yet because I haven't tested it out because I've run out of coffee. Yes, I know what you're thinking. What an idiot. Let me explain. Essentially, I went to the co-op and I bought cinnamon, squirty cream, even some waffles for myself later on, and yet I completely neglected to consider buying any coffee. This meant I only had enough coffee to do one take of this, which is why the whole thing seems bonkers. Now, by the end of the video, you'll know what I mean by this, but just don't do the cinnamon bit. Not a good idea. If you want to add cinnamon, please put it on top of the cream, not in the coffee itself. But there we go. Enough ranting. I'm going to take you back to the video. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Wello. Is this a second camera I see? Production value. Amazing. So, we're going to begin today by grinding our coffee. Now, we're using a V60, so you want to have a medium grind, medium to fine. I wouldn't do an electric burb, simply because you've got to get the reps in. So, without further ado, let's grind. And there we go, about 18 grams worth of coffee. Next up is to prepare the V60. Now, as you can see, that's quite nicely on the V60. I'm just going to peek over it so you can actually see my face. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk you through the ingredients of today's coffee. We have ground coffee. This is a darker roast from Starbucks, simply because I believe the darker roast would be faster to brew and would go nicer with the sweet cinnamon sticks. Just look at those beautiful, beautiful bubbles of joy. With the cinnamon sticks, we have sugar. A bowl of sugar because it's really sweet. Man, I'm so sorry. So we'll pop those out of the way for now. And what we're going to do, hold on. We also have squirty cream. We also have some Lotus biscuits. These, normally you can get regular Biscoff biscuits, but I decided I wanted to have these ones because they were on sale in the co-op when I went to the co-op. And that's today's ingredients. Aside from the obvious, water. We should probably get the water boiling. So, beep, de beep, beep. That's getting going. Now, as we wait for the water to boil in the kettle, let me talk you through my plan for what I think should be quite a cool drink. The plan is to brew the coffee within the mug, and then we squirty cream. Then, or do we put the cinnamon in first? Ooh, see? Plans ahead, Louis. Plan ahead. What we're going to do, we're going to brew the coffee, then we're going to put in the cinnamon, nice and spicy, maybe a bit of cocoa powder, but I haven't made my mind up about that yet, and then the squirty cream, then a little biscuit. Skibap-dwap. Oh, yes. Just as the kettle comes to a boil, we're going to place the V60. We take the coffee, and we're going to pour that in there, a nice amount. That's not as much coffee as I was hoping for. So we're going to make a small well with your finger there. You can use any finger you like, I really don't care. But just make sure there's a slight well that you can see what's going on. Pour just a splash, just enough to cover the coffee mound, and you want to swirl. Remember, be careful, don't try this at home, whatever, etc. So what we've done there is we've just splashed the coffee, we've got it starting to react, we've got it oxidizing, I believe. I don't know if that's the correct terminology. That's had about 30 seconds or so. You might want to go for longer than 30 seconds, you might not, you make your own rules. We're going to get the rest of the water. Pour in a circular motion. There we go. Look at that bad boy. You can see that in your 1080p camera. You want to stir it a bit. Now, James Hoffman, the coffee specialist, does say don't stir it too much. I've just stirred it too much. Oh no! As you can see, that's just going to seep through. I have just made a decision, in about 5 seconds there, that I think I'm going to grab some cocoa powder. So, if we have any cocoa powder... Surely we do. Aha! Just bring it back into there. That's brewed pretty much enough coffee. For a drink like this, you sort of have to use milk. It doesn't matter if you've got red, blue or green milk. I go with green because it's in the fridge and I'm not buying my own milk. Let's just give it a quick taste. If it's bad at this point, we're going to have to start again. Actually, not bad. So, it's time to start spicing it up, quite literally, with the spices. We're going to just grate just a bit of... Oh, that doesn't look great. That doesn't look good. I mean, it smells fantastic. It doesn't look at all good. I'm just doing a coffee time. Okay. Spicy.
Louis has prepared a dark V60 coffee with a side of shop-bought muffin and a squirty cream jus. The dish is served with a grating of cinnamon and all upon a ceramic plate.
'Tis the season to be bloody doing this, I presume. Weirdly enough, the cream does taste like cream. Although you can actually taste the cinnamon, which is a good sign, I think. Oh no, the biscuit, where's the biscuit gone? I think we've dissolved the Biscoff into the drink. Which was wholly intended, of course. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. That's just gone. I think it's time to actually taste it. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, that does really hurt the back of your throat, I won't lie, but pain aside, could be worse. I want another biscuit. So, what is the moral of today's lesson? And I'd say the main point of today's lesson is if you actually want a nice Christmassy coffee, go to your local coffee shop, hopefully an independent one, and just buy one. Because if we're honest, they're professionals. They know what they're doing. I evidently don't. So as you can see, I've got quite a mess to clear up, so I'm going to bid you a farewell. I'm going to wish you a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you soon. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Miss you already. No, I don't.